Hey guys, we're going to today do a maintenance on a skin piece that has had Ghost Bond on it for the last couple weeks. Follow me, I'll show you what to do. All right, so first off, I have this piece. It's all gunked up in Ghost Bond that has been on there for a couple weeks. So first off, what we're going to do is we're gonna soak it in some C22 to help break up some of that Ghost Bond to make it easier to scrape off. So I'm going to stick it in face down. You can do this either by putting it in a little tray, or if you want, you can have it the other side and spray the C22 on and let it soak that way. I prefer it this way as it's getting completely saturated. So we'll let that sit for a few minutes and we'll come back to it in a few.
First, how long do you usually recommend soaking the unit in solvent?
Usually you're gonna recommend probably 5 to 10 minutes. It's going to look kind of like this afterwards. The glue is gonna basically start to get a little gummy and be able to come off a little bit easier, so it gets a lot gummy. At this point, you're gonna take any kind of old card or anything with like a sharp, like a nice edge to it, and you're gonna basically kind of shave off the glue. You don't want to use anything that's going to cut the system, so it has to have a nice flat edge. So whether, like, don't go in with a knife with a serrated edge. Try to stick to something that's going to be like a flat area. I've had someone say they use like a tongue scraper. As long as you're not using it after to scrape your tongue, hey, by all means, that can work also. So I'm literally just going in and scraping this off. I think the one thing you want to be careful of is obviously putting this goop in down your sink. We have a little catcher and then we just kind of throw it all in the garbage. Now you can go one of two ways after you've done the initial scraping. I'm just going to show you this here. You can either re-soak, or I like to use some really warm water, and the water will actually help to ball up the glue a little bit more on the piece. So rather than using too much remover, the water will actually help to break down that glue also. And you're just gonna keep scraping until you get it all clean. Cleaning skin systems with glue is a little bit more time consuming than putting the glue on. The glue, it takes a lot less time.
And what kind of solvent do you usually recommend for beginners?
C22 is great. Our KP Pro Solvent is really great. We also have the Action. I think it's Action. That's a really great one. Yeah, those usually are like, cause they're good, they're easy on your hands. You don't have to worry about ventilation too much. So always wear gloves. It still is a chemical, even though it's skin safe. I usually say, like, if you're using a Ghost Bond, once you've taken the system off, a hot towel is really nice. That actually helps to break down the adhesive a little bit more. Then taking a comb and brushing it out before trying to clean it off with any kind of solvent.
Any advice for people who notice their lace tearing or hair shedding during removal?
Ooh, that's a good question. Lace tearing, well, you want to be very cautious on how you remove the system. If you're going to, you don't want to be removing the system too harshly. If you are noticing that things are tearing, you're ripping it off too hard. It's not like a Band-Aid, it's not quick and easy. You want to take your time, use some solvent to loosen it up. Do it slowly. If you feel like you're tearing at something, then you're going too hard, or maybe the system's just not ready to come off.
So how would you know if it's ready to come off without causing any damage?
You usually know because it's gonna start, number one, a lot of people will say they feel it kind of shifting on their head. So they'll feel that it's, I don't want to say the word goopier, but yeah, almost goopier, like they can feel the product has broken down a little bit. That's a good indication. It's really time to get a new service done or taking it off and cleaning it. If it's still on there really good and you're just having a couple little lifting places, you can always use an adhesive just to kind of like re-stick it back down. Believe it or not, one of the greatest things about cleaning a natural hair system, and this isn't about the hair itself, but actually the base of the system, we actually use palm olive. So using some palm olive, whoa, so there's some right here, will actually help because it actually cuts the grease. It actually helps to remove any kind of residue of, say, remover or adhesive left on the actual piece itself. So that's a really great thing. As for your shampoo you're gonna use on the piece afterwards, I always suggest anything moisturizing. If you do have hair that you colored, then a color care shampoo is really good, but anything that's gonna have like low surfactants or low solvents to it is actually really good. That was some leave-in conditioner. It's always ideal to put some leave-in conditioner in your piece. Keep it moisturized. And then we gently brush it, especially with a V-loop. You want to not pull on the hair too much while it's wet. And we are good to go. I will bring this back to the client. Bye for now.